It is 7:47. Temperature still hovering in the mid to upper 20s. We'll get up to the mid 60s today. I'm rejoined from the Innovation Campus Studios by Bryce. Good morning, Bryce. How are you?
Good morning. Doing well.
We did a call here a little while ago. I was complaining about the wind, which I often do. And I said that it didn't used to be this windy, and you said it's always been this windy. And so we did a call to our app. We asked people to use the open mic feature and agree or disagree. And you said you wanted to say something before we do this?
I want to say something before you play the compilation, okay?
Okay.
All right. I'm upset. Well, I'm not upset.
Okay.
Here's the thing. It's hard to believe, but I have a job outside of this little morning tip that you and I get to do. It's hard to believe. I know. The last half hour, I have done nothing because while I am about ready to lose in the court of public opinion, I am prepared to win with data. Okay?
Okay.
I have done extensive research on this topic because you not only allege that it is windier now than it was when you were growing up, but you also said it doesn't snow the way it used to.
It used to be big, thick, fluffy snow, 2 or 3 inches at a time, several times over the winter. Now we get 6 blizzards and a ton of ice.
So that is what you're alleging. Let's hear me lose in the court of public opinion, and I'll be back with data right after this.
All right. These are from the open mic feature. Oops, I have to start it in the right place first. Here we go.
So Gene is exactly right about the wind. I grew up not far from where he lives.
So it's a friend of yours.
Spot on.
No.
That's how it was.
Remember?
Hey, Bryce, I'm going to have to disagree with you this time.
Thanks, Mark.
He said this time.
I'm 62 years old, and by far we used to get a lot more snow, and the wind did not blow this strong every day. So I'm going to have to agree with Gene today. See ya.
I would have to agree with Gene.
I like that right there.
Oh, yeah.
I'd have to agree with Gene, and I'm 65.
35 years old, and I agree with Gene. Even when I was younger, the wind didn't blow this bad.
I also got a couple of messages on the Facebook page, and I'm going to have to go read.
Yeah, those don't count. We had to do the open mic, so those are the ones that count.
But I do have to. I have to read Melissa's specifically because it says you are right. The youngin has no clue.
Okay, all right, that's fine. Again, I'm going to lose in the court of public opinion, and I'm fine with it this morning. But like I said, I spent the last half hour looking
not
at
doing
data,
your job, but not doing your actual job.
Looking at data. Okay, what does it actually say? We have things that track how much snow we get and how windy it is. Which one do you want to start with?
Wind.
So WOWT up in Omaha put together a quite extensive article on this topic earlier this year because, of course, we were getting lots of questions, particularly the March through April timeframe of is it windier this year than it has been in past years? And to answer that question, it's kind of two-part. So was it windier in 2022 than it was over the past couple of years? Yes, no doubt. But they tracked data back to 1948 or so. Does that fit your narrative okay? And what they did was they have the average wind speed. So this accounts for the days it didn't blow at all versus the very windy days. Okay? And so the average wind speed, of course, goes up and down, kind of roller coaster. But in 2020, at the time of this report, the average wind speed per day was 13.7 miles per hour. We go back into the 70s, 60s, and 50s, and we were well above that several times. So to answer your question, it is not windier in 2022 than it was when you were growing up.
You said WOWT Omaha. Omaha is not here, you realize. Omaha is on the Missouri River, and they have completely different weather than we do. So.
Oh, my word. If you want to know, so the wind speed, it is, that's the short answer. When it comes to snowfall,
like I said, I don't think that we get more or less. Well, we got much less last year. We only got 6 inches of snow, but it didn't used to always have this nice sheet of ice first. That's what I'm saying.
Have that. It just did the other day.
We had a sheet of ice the other day with like a dusting of snow.
So this data I was able to find shows the number of days with measurable snowfall. So I'm not sure if that fits perfectly here, but trend line, we are trending down slightly. This goes back to 1948 as well. And so the data there shows that the number in 1948, we were about 20 days of measurable snow. In 2014, though, we were at 24. And we kind of, up, down from there.
Yeah.
Slight trend down from 21 days down to where we're at now, about 18 days of measurable snow throughout the year.
Like I said, I don't think we get more or less snow now. I think it snows different now. So.
Okay. I won't disagree with that assessment. I'll disagree on the windy thing. I think you and your comrades who infiltrated our open mic feature.
You're the one that invited them.
I think they just have a tainted view of history.
I'll tell you when I noticed it. When I moved to Michigan and I moved back. When I moved back, I was like, has it always been this windy here? So this isn't something that's happening in the last 5 years. I moved back in 1999, and I really noticed it. Now, granted, Michigan is covered with trees, and so the wind isn't as bad out there. And I thought at first it's like, well, maybe I just never noticed before. But in my opinion, it's gotten worse.
Well, the facts say you're wrong.
Facts mean nothing.
I'm done with you. I'm not letting you get under my skin anymore.
Thank you very much, Bryce.
I'm sorry to everyone who was wrong. I had to tell you.
Thank you for blowing off your actual job, and we appreciate the effort. So we'll be right back with a special guest in the studio next on Max Gun.